gentrification, to the way I understand it, it remodels the neighborhood to, one, attract other more affluent families, and two, to also raise up the rent or just the value of the neighborhood and of the property in that neighborhood. When I think of Echo Park, I think two main things. I think just Latino neighborhood, and I think Echo Park Lake. I literally grew up 2 blocks away from the Echo Park Lake, and I grew up there for almost all of my life. I went to school. I went to Our Lady of Loretto for almost 7 years, and I grew up, if not exactly in Echo Park, always just kind of place to place. The neighborhoods that we grew up in, to say nicely, they weren't always the best neighborhoods. In terms of crime, because I was always secluded in terms of going to Catholic school, I was always kind of sheltered or in a bubble. But that's not to say that I didn't see a lot of crime, because I did. I was, if not in contact with gangs, I was always seeing gangs from an outsider's perspective. So I would constantly see gang beatings, because Our Lady of Loretto is just literally down the street from Belmont. So a lot of the Belmont kids would always be in the area that I was in. So a lot of them were either in their gangs or their cliques, and I would always just be in contact. En
el tiempo de antes había mucha delincuencia, había mucha gente dormía aquí de noche, mucho. Ahora es muy diferente. Aquí no se mantiene gente durmiendo de noche. Aquí solo la gente se mantiene trotando, haciendo ejercicio en el parque, divirtiéndose en su parque del Ecopark.
When I first moved out here, I didn't have a car, and I would walk to the gas station, and I actually would be really scared. I'd be on the phone with my mother and be like, oh my God, Mom, I just saw a drug deal happen. Like, it was nuts.
We would always have friends or other long distant family that would be in the neighborhood of Echo Park. So I can say that it was always a strong Latino presence. Come to think about it now that I pass by through the areas or I just roam through Echo Park, I see that it's changed drastically. It's now referred to as, well, as I hear it, hipster town. There's a lot of influx of affluent white folks coming in.
I've been here for probably a year and a half. So I think right when they were changing is when I moved. I know when I moved here, like, there was not much to do. I think Echo Park itself, the whole area is changing. Like, there's better people in the neighborhood. People actually want to move here. The prices of the apartments are going up because of the park and stuff.
Ahorita el parque está mucho que mejor, porque si usted observa todo, pues usted ve que hay muchos, incluso en el lago hay muchas plantas, hay muchas flores. E incluso si va a ver también al otro lado del lago, ahí hay gente que se divierte en los carritos que andan en el parque. Es mucho que mejor que antes.
I still live near Echo Park, and if I don't, I still have family or distant family that lives there or friends that live there. And perhaps as an outsider, you know, it doesn't really affect me. It could only positively, it's just positively aesthetically, and it's just appealing to someone who doesn't live there. You start to see more fancy restaurants, more beautification movement. But to people who do live there, because of these increases of rent or etc., because of these because of remodeling and revitalization of the neighborhood, you start to see that perhaps they're affected differently as opposed to someone who doesn't live there. I don't appreciate the fact that it's displacing a lot of Latino families who live in Echo Park. I don't know what else can be done. Perhaps some kind of process where this beautification can occur, but still be able to retain the cultural history that used to be in Echo Park, just not as much as it used to be, without the consequences of increasing rent or displacing families or this unemployment or etc.